You're right there, ladies and gents. How the hell is it going? I'm out with Big Pezza, Phil 480, James. I'm on my Triumph. We're down at Loome's and we're about to head off on an adventure. Jesus, it's a tractor. Where are we going? We're off to Dartmoor. We're going camping for a couple of days. Going to hopefully catch up with Epic Adam as well once we're down there, and have a few beers and sit around a campfire and sing campfire chants and whatever you do at campsites and things. It's going to be awesome. Don't know how much video we're going to get, but yeah, it should be fun. Right, stay tuned. Let's see what we get up to.
Keep that bud. Rubber side down.
Are we lost already?
No, I just shaded the route.
Right, so we're off. Our adventure is just beginning. Well, actually it began about an hour and a bit ago because yeah, we left from where we live. Yes, we were supposed to be one more in number. Andy, unfortunately his bike started handling a bit weirdly, and he didn't fancy the long journey all the way down to Dartmoor on a bike that he didn't have any confidence on the straights or the corners. So yeah, it's a real shame to lose Andy. Hopefully he'll get his bike sorted and come down this evening. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. Let's hope so. But yeah, it's awesome. We've got Pezza up front, me, then James, and then Phil 480. He's taking up the rear. And yeah, it should be pretty awesome. Now we're going to try and avoid rubbish roads. I think we're doing the A30 once we come off the 272, which should keep the ride a little bit more interesting. Heading down towards Exeter, and then once we get to Exeter we'll have to see how we're doing for time, and if we've made up time or we're doing okay for time, then we'll go a more interesting route over to Dartmoor. Otherwise we'll end up doing the motorway, as that's just kind of how it is. It's the trouble with Exeter, it kind of leads you to the motorway. There's not really much choice, but hopefully we'll find some fun routes on the way down there. So we've now worked our way past Salisbury. We've had a little fuel stop off Topped Up and cracking on with our way. Some lovely little villages around here. I really wish I'd started the camera when we topped up with fuel, because the village we were in there just got so pretty. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not showing you that, because it was lovely. I'd have really liked to have seen that, actually, looking back at my footage again. But as you can see, there's lots of ye olde places around here, and if we get a chance to, as we come around here on the left hand side up the hill, I think there's like one of those white chalk drawings in the hill, but I don't know if we're going to get a decent look at it. But there we go. I think it's all army stuff, maybe. Fovant badges, I think that's what they're called. But you can't see them because your camera's too low, because I'm selfish and I didn't want it stuck up higher on my helmet. Yeah, you're not going to see it too well. Maybe get a glimpse here. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, but they look like sort of army badges or something like that. I just thought I'd flip the camera on just to show you these chalk badges in the side of the hill. I will try and look up what they are all about, because I don't know. But I do think they look like military badges of some sort. It's been a while since I've been down this part of the world. It's not mega huge far from my house, but it's quite a change in scenery. Always get the beautiful rolling hills down south of England, but these ones are quite lovely. There's something about hills like this where they just sort of curve around and stuff. I find them quite lovely. Makes me feel like I'm in the right part of the world, sort of home, if that makes sense. I mean, I know I'm not very near home as it goes, but it's my place. It's where I'm from. I was watching Where the Magpie Flies latest video. I'm sure by the time you see this she'll have put out another few since then, but the latest one I watched, where she'd just crossed over and she was down at the Mississippi or something like that, which I think is like a mega distance for her. It's like cross the whole of America pretty much. And I said as a comment in there that it's quite weird. In the UK we can get pretty much anywhere in the country within a day and not too strenuous a day on a motorbike. I mean, like going fully all the way up into the Highlands of Scotland from where I live, that would be quite a mission, and I would be pretty tired by the end of it, but it's very doable. It is very doable. Whereas in America, going from west to east, that's a 11-day trip or an 8-day trip or something, I think Amanda said. So yeah, really quite cool, really awesome. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see that, there's a paraglider up there, or a motor glider or something like that. Oh cool, I'd love to have a go at that. That looks really relaxing and chilled out. It's a landing bit, that's the problem. This is a lovely part of the country, it really is. There's some quite old places around here as well, sort of military areas and all that sort of stuff, which is pretty awesome. I think there's some castles and all that sort of stuff. I really wish I could get back into my castle visits. I really enjoyed them, even just visiting them for myself, but it's nice to share them as well with you lot. One of the things I was talking about earlier on was all the old buildings, and they're quite incredible, quite incredible. It's lovely seeing them, and it looks like sort of several eras of different buildings, so yeah, really quite cool. It's quite nice riding a bit slower because you get to enjoy all the scenery, and it is gorgeous around here, it really is lovely, but I'd rather do it without a car in front of me. Well, back round the corner there, we just crossed into Devon, so we are very much getting closer now. I think Exeter is not very far away. River Yarty, Yarty, Yar. Well, so far it's been absolutely glorious. We had a little sprinkling of rain, I mean a minuscule sprinkling of rain. It just dampened my visor, that was about it, and then it stopped earlier on. So yeah, I'm quite pleased that I didn't stick my waterproofs on for this. So I'm just in me biking jeans, which so far seems to have been the right decision. I did forget a few things. I forgot a side stand puck. Phil says he's got a spare one, so I'll maybe borrow that off him, or find a rock or something. We'll be alright, we'll sort it. Quite lovely. I'd love to live somewhere as rural as this, I really would, but I bet their internet's rubbish. So all the way down here, Pez was pretty much navigating for us, and he was taking point. He's also on the slower bike, so it made sense for him to be at the front. And Phil very kindly took up Tail End Charlie, which meant that all I had to do was ride, which was quite awesome. So I had a really good night's kip, had a few beers and a barbecue, and then proceeded to snore all night long. So I don't know how much sleep this lot got, because my snoring is like a foghorn. Sorry guys. Although I did kind of want to capture some of the ride down here, because some of it was lovely, especially around the Salisbury area. I don't know how much of that worked because of me being rubbish, but actually being down here is far nicer. This is what it's all about for us. We're having to do a little stint on the A38 just to get down to Plymouth, and then I'm going to take the guys down the Torpoint twisties, down to Looe, and then we're going to sort of, as best we can, follow the coast and head towards the Lizard. Although we're going to have to go inland a little bit just because of the way the country forms. But yeah, pack of stuff, really awesome. Thank you! Yeah, I very much needed to do this, and we've been very blessed with the weather. The campsite we're on, it kind of sits in the clouds, I think, or at least it's got low mist around here, so it was quite wet and soggy. And it was a bit chilly last night, but actually overall it was really nice. I've chosen to camera up my shoe berth, which is a bit odd because it wasn't that long ago where I mentioned about having a crash helmet with no camera mounts on it, so I could just go off and ride. And I think it's really important to do that, but I thought for this trip it was kind of quite handy to have a crash helmet with an internal sun visor, so that you could have the clear visor for when you need it as well. I think the weather's going to be absolutely glorious today. It's fresh at the moment, but it's not cold. So we're in Plymouth now. We're just down by the Barbican, where the famous Captain Jasper's is, which is around here somewhere. I don't think we're going to be stopping there. I think we're going straight for the Torpoint ferry. But yeah, Captain Jasper's is just over there. It's a good place to go for a cup of tea if you're a biker. It's a good place to go down there in the Barbican for a night out if you're just a pisshead. So as the sign would suggest, you follow that, it will take you down to where the Mayflower set off on its trip to America. I wonder if this is why we shouldn't colonise Mars. Pez! It's that way. I think it's left up here. Yeah, it's left there, yeah. Alright, mate.
I've probably lost connection back there.
Ah, yeah, you've lost your GPS. It's all changed quite a lot since I used to hang around down here, but not so much that we can't find our way. To be honest, I mean, Pez could have gone that way, I think, and come out of here, but oh, is that a closed road? Brilliant. Okay, so that's a problem. So there's me saying you can't get lost. It was just a little diversion. I think we'll be able to head back down again in a second. Yeah, here we go. So onto this roundabout and over that way. There we go, that's better. I think they make Sunseeker yachts there. Oh no, it's Princess. It used to be Sunseeker. Maybe they are the same thing, I don't know. A little jink down here to the Torpoint ferry. And then we hit Torpoint. And then we hit the Torpoint twisties. Oh yeah! Now every time I've been down there in the past, I've got confused by where I was supposed to go as a motorcyclist. So I'm going to try not to look stupid this time, because there's other bikes with me and they'll laugh at me and point at me. So ferry only. Ferry only. Motorcycles, there we go. No, we're bikers. Okay. I always get confused on this one because they changed it every time I fucking done it. But I think as bikes we all just come down this lane now. Excuse us, chaps. Do you know how much it costs these days? 30p. Oh god, I'm going to break the bank. Cheers. Is that you only pay this way? Oh, cool. 30p.
Are you kidding? I should have picked that money for that change up I saw the other day.
Yeah, your 13p, that would have covered it all. Here we go, let's see if I've got 90p here. I've got 90p, I've got us.
Yay.
Oh, what, do you stand not go up?
But yeah, just to do beeping, I felt it just put the floor slightly.
Oh, was that you beeping your horn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the last 3 bikes?
Last 3, mate.
Is that right? 30p each? Yeah?
40p.
Oh, is it 40p?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, man. They duped me. They duped me.
Last November.
Oh, I did it. How much more do you need?
You've got a pound coin there.
There you go.
Take,
You want 120, yeah?
yeah, you. So
There you go.
how much you got there in your hand? You want 70p back.
Lovely.
Okay, mate.
Thanks, man. It's gone up. It's gone up. Broke the bank. 40p each now. And we're off over on the Torpoint side of the ferry. Just remembering about that bus stop. I did a very naughty thing with a girl there once. Well, our little convoy of motorcycles is going to get a little bit shorter in a second, I think, as I imagine they'll all go straight on there, as will most of the cars. We're going to take a left and we're going to go past HMS Raleigh. So HMS Raleigh is where my naval career began back in 2001. Doing my basic training here. At some point soon I'm doing a Q&A about my time in the Navy, specifically about my submarine time, and I did a lot of my submarine training down at HMS Raleigh too. Got some fond memories. It was all pretty good. I thought boot camp was going to be difficult, but it was all pretty damn easy. I actually think I lost fitness going into the Navy to start with, because I was really worried it was going to be like all full metal jacket stuff. There's some steps over there where I rode my KTM 250 Enduro down, much to the disapproval of the Master at Arms of the base. So now we're just about to join on to what's called the Torpoint twisties. They're a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of traffic, to be honest. The ferry was full and they will all be winding their way along at minuscule speeds, but it's a really twisty bit of road and it's lovely, and if you get a clear run on it, it's really awesome. Going left here is also quite good. So yeah, there's all sorts of nice things that you can do around here. This isn't the bike for going left. Pezza's 250 is probably better for that, but it's all good, it's all good. So up ahead is the bikes that we were riding with earlier. The way they went through was a bit quicker. I just wanted to ride past HMS Raleigh. Do check out that video in a few weeks time or whenever it goes up. You might find it interesting. I certainly very much loved my time in the Royal Navy. It was just time to quit when I did. Although with current COVID things, I sometimes wonder whether that was such a good idea. I'd have been retiring in about 4 years time if I'd stuck with the Navy with a full pension. Oh well. I love all the nooks and crannies, the little villages around here. They're lovely to just ride through and appreciate all the different architectures and the eras from which they were built. The bikers all went left there because that's a route, I believe, through to some very cool places. I can't remember the names of them, but yeah. We're going to be stuck in traffic all the way along here, I think. It's no point trying to cut through it. If I was by myself I would, but with it being a convoy of people and those two not knowing the road particularly, it's probably best just to go with the flow. Oh, I very much hope they aren't going the same way we are. This is a 60 and they're only doing 40. Back when I lived down here, I had a Gixxer 750. And we used to come down here at silly, crazy paces. Silly, crazy paces. So we're not going to be able to go fast along here, so we may as well just enjoy it. But yes, there was a lot of knee down around here in the past. I think even in the wet. I loved that bike. That Gixxer was my first introduction to sort of proper sports bikes. And it was quite a phenomenal beastie. You can probably tell how much fun this road is if you get a clear run at it, can't you? This way, please don't go this way. Win! It's a blooming win! Oh, look at that soot coming out of there. They're going to put some beans in, aren't they? Maybe not as many as we'd like to, but we're alright. We're alright. What we should have done is, when we got off the ferry, is just wait up at the ferry bit until the next one pulled in and then be ahead of all of them. But at least the pace is a little bit better now, and the sun's shining, and we were on motorbikes. Brilliant stuff. Can't beat a little bit of Cornwall. Two wheels and twisties. There are some really steep, sharp corners. Steep corners? Sharp corners around here, and they will catch you out if you're not aware. It's a bit of a biking mecca for a lot of the locals. So yeah, it does have a few accidents, sadly. They're turning off. It's a win. Cooled down a little bit now, I guess, maybe because we're behind the trees. It was just over 20 degrees earlier, now it's 18.5. Not this is a weather channel. You see, when I'm on country lanes like this, I don't have a problem with doing the speed limit. It's just being stuck in traffic with people that can't. Well, stuck in traffic sucks anyway, doesn't it? There's nothing worse than having the same boring old dirty boot of a car sitting in front of you and not being able to get past it. But these roads at legal speeds are lovely. It's not too much further now till we hit Looe. We can all refuel, stick some fluids in our throats, and then crack on. Alright, let's get Perry some go juice. Oh geez, they're queuing. They're queuing. Because they're all idiots. Right, we are all fueled up. Right, well that's us all fueled up again, and a little bit of rehydration done. And this is Looe. It's an incredibly touristy part of the world. I actually really would like to live here one day, over on this side, but on the east side it's just so incredibly touristy. I think it would do my tits in, you know. And I bet there is no Wi-Fi, or rather no high-speed cable internet down here. Was that you screaming or your brakes? I can't imagine either of these cars here, or that camper van up ahead, is going to be going the route we're going in a second though, because it gets pretty gnarly narrow. I remember going down it once in the wet, and I couldn't stop. Both my front and rear wheels were locked up, and the bike was just sliding down it. But it's dry now, so it should all be fine. Hopefully. I'm sure Phil and Perry will forgive me if it's not. Now, I'm not sure if it's round this bend here, or it's close to it. Okay, yep. I think as we go round to the right is a turn into the left. Yes. There we go. I know Wolfie Picks, he does a little toot of his horn when he's on lanes like this, but I just think all that's going to do is spook a horse or something. So yeah, you just got to keep your eyes open and your neck out on a stalk and try and gain as much as you can from each corner with the way the hedge disappears away and stuff. I love lanes like this. This is what supermotos are for. Even when you're going sort of sensibly, you can really have fun on a supermoto along lanes like this, because the moss in the middle is a lot less scary on a supermoto. Camera can't pick any of this out, but it is kind of quite steep. Saw that car there and I thought it was coming. I've never seen any horses on the road down here, but there is fields here which I do believe have horses in them, so I'm sure horses do ride along here occasionally, but I wouldn't want to do so. Ooh. I really wouldn't want to do so at all. But it's blooming lovely, isn't it? Look at that, stunning. Mind you probably can't pick out the difference between the horizon and the sea there. I can, so no, if you can't. This is proper steep again. It is proper steep. There's like holiday homes and stuff down here, I think, as well as the farmy type stuff. And I think there's a caravan park as well, although we might have already passed that. Don't know. Well, maybe that's it there. Maybe that's the holiday homes. They've changed from a caravan park to holiday homes. Who knows? Look like pork cabins. So this is where it's really, really steep, and when it's wet, it's just so slippery. I mean, even the engine braking on this isn't enough to slow me down. I've got my front brake on as well. Just enough to keep the front wheel from running away. Please don't stop here. I want to stop here. Go on, bugger off. Bugger off. And you, Kia. This is our car park today. I'll move mine out of the way so you can get a picture in a minute. I'm just going to get a picture myself. Oh, well, that was nice coming down here, brushing up on some memories. Awesome stuff. Right, we've decided to scrap the lizard. And just go and have an explore, which should be quite good fun. Thank you. I'm alive! So exploring we will go, off to Polperro, I believe. We're going to find ourselves some lunch. Don't go in the middle there, that's all gravel, that is, loose gravel. So we'll stick with the side. Oh, I've got my jacket undone at the moment, trying to get some air into it. Proper toasty. What a wonderful weekend to come camping. Sorry, Captain Rambunctious, you went the wrong weekend to Wales. You should have gone this weekend. Mind you, Wales is probably still wet anyway. Polperro A387, that's where we're going. There's bound to be a fish and chip shop or something along there. Oh, that's so nice, getting the breeze between my armpits. Polperro, historic fishing village. Now if you can't get decent fish and chips at a historic fishing village, where the hell can you? This is a proper nook and cranny place, this is. Be lovely, all the sun shining on your house, but you'd be in shade for the whole evening if you lived on that side. Which would be a bit miserable. Never been able to watch the sunset. Sure, you could actually just go to the end here and do that. There's restaurants and rubbish. We want a fish and chip shop, an honest fish and chip shop. Seafood and sandwich. I don't think we can stay here. We'll probably get a ticket.
Adam said it's fine.
What's that?
Adam said it's fine.
Oh, okay. I didn't see any like proper chippies or anything. It's all fucking crap restaurant shit. Yeah. Oh, we could grab a sandwich there, maybe.
What's that?
Oh, what munchies there? Yeah, we can grab a sandwich there.
Yeah.
At least then we can stand by our bikes and go, oh, sorry, I'm a bit thick. No, that's what we were just discussing. We're just probably going to grab a sandwich from Munchies and stand by the bikes. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Right, well, thanks to Munchies over there. We've had some food, and I've had a cup of tea, and now it's my turn tailing Charlie. Polperro, it's a nice place. It's got no parking, so watch out for traffic wardens. Hello. So anyway, like I say, yeah, Phil's taking point, and we are heading north a bit. Going to go and find ourselves Bodmin Moor. So see you later, Polperro. It was nice being in you. Now, in the spirit of saving memory cards, although this road is very lovely, if we get stuck in any traffic, like once we catch up with that car, I'm probably going to switch it off and then turn you back on once we're somewhere else that's interesting, nooky and cranny like and stuff. But at the moment, you're here with me and Phil and Pez. Oh yeah. It's so very easy to see why people fall in love with places like Devon and Cornwall. It's just such a lovely part of the world. The weather on these places is a bit sort of transient. It can be gorgeous like it is now, and then be hailing and raining and stuff, and the winds can pick up a bit. But overall, it's gorgeous. I'd love to live down this part of the world. So Phil has found us one of Cornwall's finest highways. Well, I love roads like this. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pucker, proper pucker. Gorgeous roads, gorgeous twisties. I'm not showing you them all because I'm sort of conserving memory card space. But wow, this is lovely, it really is. Gorgeous down here through this forest. We're now sort of heading northeast-ish towards Bodmin, and these roads are just amazing. Look at that bridge, it's incredible. A viaduct, awesome. So although the road we're on isn't exactly that exciting on a motorbike when there's speed limits involved, look at that for a view. Absolutely glorious. This is Bodmin Moor that we're riding through at the moment. It's absolutely lovely. I love all the dry stone walls and all that. Proper pucker. Yeehaw!
On. Knee against the bike. Step over.
Oh no! now back into Dartmoor, hence the cattle grid. We're heading back to the campsite now, but actually we're heading back to the town where the campsite is, so we can get some ice to try and chill some of our beers that have possibly got themselves a little warm sitting in our tents in the sun while we've been away gallivanting on the bikes. And yeah, I think we're going to grab some fish and chips as well to bring back up to the campsite, which will be lovely. Proper lovely way to end what's been an amazing day. And look at this, lovely, proper pucker. I quite happily sit at 40 mile an hour riding through here all day, every day. Gorgeous stuff. What a spectacular road, eh? We might not be going hell for leather, but just winding our way through this moorland. Joyous, really joyous. So these cows, these are cows. Moo, cow. Moo. Oh, I'm about to be done by a CRF. And a sheepsicle. Haven't seen any what they call them, Dartmoor ponies today though. With ponies being herd animals, do they like have little subherds, or are all the ponies on Dartmoor all one herd? I mean, like, they can't all like each other. Some of them are like, oh, you don't want to hang around with you, I'm going to go and hang around with my other mates. Oh wow, look at that. What a view. Oh, that's bloody amazing, that is. Absolutely bloody amazing. You got the sea over there and all that rolling land. And cows. Moop. Oh, my soul feels rejuvenated. My innards are all healed. They're actually not. I'm aching like hell after 2 long days biking. I'm not used to it. Ah, what an adventure. I've bloody loved this. I really have. I really bloody loved it. Few beers tonight, pack up our tents and then head back. Awesome. What an awesome little lane. This is a fantastic little route, Phil, well done. Proper steep hill. Onto the moorland again. Brilliant. And ponios. I'm assuming Dartmoor ponios, being out in the wild and all that. This is very awesome. The only one thing that would be better than this would be being able to do it off-road, and that ain't gonna happen. I know I'm getting tired once I sort of stop speaking. As yeah, I'm just concentrating more on the riding and enjoying the scenery, because to me the scenery is far more important than the vlog. You lot have already got a lot of footage from me, so yeah, get what you're given and be grateful. Look at that. Is that a Bruceism or is that a lamb chopsism? I can't remember. teapot one, lamb chop rides. Would you look at that? Lovely jubbly. Doesn't really get much better than this, does it? Not in my book. Wonderful. Truly wonderful. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We've got a little horse-drawn carriage. Brilliant. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Awesome. Lovely job. Oh, I love these lanes, I really do. Having my Husky SM510R, now that would be a bike for around here. It really would. I don't think I ever had that down here. I had that one in Scotland. That would have been a lot of fun down here. Naughty fun. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Where are we now? Ivy Bridge. Oh, we're here. So we are going to the shops now to grab ice, possibly fish and chips, and then head back to the campsite. What a blooming top day in the saddle. What's that? Are you running low, are you? Patel! Dirty bikes! Yeah. I mean, there's loads of lanes around here. That's probably why they stopped.
Yeah.
I've tried to fix them.
How you breakdowns you had today, lads?
Well, each or but. Oh, I want a dirty bike here. I think the only thing missing from going over the moors there is it being off-road.
Yeah.
Right, we've got some liquids. We didn't get the fish and chips. I think we're possibly going to go and do that in a bit. But we're going to go and put the beers on ice and then catch up with Andy. Obviously James left this morning, so hopefully Andy will be back at the campsite either when we get there or in a bit. We'll sort ourselves out some food and then chill with the beers. What a fine, fine weekend. It's a little tight along here. As is this turn. Anyway, we are here at the campsite to go camping. Brilliant. Hopefully it's not. Oh, sheepsies! Sheepsies! The cheeky little scamps. I saw. That was karma. Oh well. Oh yeah. Right, let's get semi-settled. Cheers for bringing us breakfast. It looks like we're all just about ready to go. Let's get out of here. Oh, great. There's me thinking my bags are all going to be awesome and secure and nice and give me loads of seat room, and they've rolled forwards over one of these blooming bumps. Damn it. I'm going to have crushed balls by the time I get home. Okay, and that is our little camping adventure complete. So we're heading off over into Ivy Bridge to fill up with fuel. I actually don't need very much, but it's better to top up now, and no, we're not going to need to think about it for a little bit. So we will close out on leaving here. What an amazing trip. I've absolutely loved this. I really needed that reset of my brain, and it's done wonders for my innards and outards. And my motorcycle is probably thanking me for it, because it's nice to get a decent run. And hopefully I'll be able to now continue making some videos. But anyway, life is good and all that. Look at this, motorcycles, country roads, sunshine, is gloriously warm. I've just got a t-shirt on underneath my leather jacket, and wowzers, it's going to be a lovely ride home. I do hope you enjoyed this little explore, and if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, please do click that subscribe button. It would be awesome to have you come back for some more. And if you like this video, why not give it a little thumbs up? We like them, we do indeed. Oof. And if you didn't, you can always give it a little thumbs down, I don't mind. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. It would be awesome to hear from you. Maybe you've come down this part of the world, maybe you want to. Maybe you've got the same bikes as some of us, all that sort of stuff. Questions are well and truly loved. Anyways, we're about to hit Ivy Bridge, which is a bit boring, town stuff and all that. So you ride safe, take care, and I shall very much catch you all in the next one. So goodbye for now.
Keep that bike rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bike rubber side down.